Hello everyone, welcome to our course, The Power of Positive Thinking. Today, we begin with the most important question, what is positive thinking? Many people hear this phrase and immediately think of motivational quotes, smiling faces, or pretending that everything is okay. But positive thinking is much deeper than that. In today's lecture, we will understand what positive thinking really means, how it affects our lives, and how we can start developing it in a practical way. So let's begin with a simple story. Imagine two employees working in the same company. One day, management announces that major changes are coming. Both employees receive exactly the same information. The first employee thinks, "This is terrible. I might lose my job. Everything is going to go wrong." And the second employee thinks, "This could be difficult, but it might also create new opportunities. Let me prepare myself." Now notice something important. The situation is exactly the same for both of these. The company is the same, announcement is the same, but the thoughts are different. Over the next few months, the first employee becomes anxious and stressed. The second employee starts learning new skills, networking, and preparing for different possibilities. Eventually, the second employee finds better opportunities because he took actions instead of remaining stuck in the fear. What made the difference? Not the situation, not the luck. The difference was the way they thought. And this is the power of thinking. So what exactly is positive thinking? Positive thinking is the practice of approaching life's challenges with constructive and solution-oriented mindset. In simple words, positive thinking means choosing to focus on possibilities rather than limitations. It means believing that even if a problem exists, a solution can also exist there. Positive thinking is not about saying there is no problem. Instead, it is about saying there are problems, but I can deal with them. This is very important distinction. Positive thinking is not blindness. It is confidence. It is not denial. It is determination. Now let's clear up some common misunderstandings. Many people believe positive thinking means being happy all the time. That is not true. Life includes success and failure, joy and sadness, comfort and struggle. Positive thinking does not remove difficult emotions. You can still feel disappointed. You can still feel afraid. You can still experience setbacks. Positive thinking simply means that you do not allow those experiences to control your entire life. You acknowledge them, learn from them, and keep moving forward. There is another concept we need to understand here. It is also called toxic positivity. Toxic positivity happens when people deny reality and force themselves to appear happy all the time. For example, imagine someone loses an important opportunity. Toxic response might be, "Don't be sad, everything is perfect." But everything is not perfect there. Person is hurting. Person needs understanding. A healthy positive response would be, "I understand this. It is painful. It's okay to feel disappointed. Let's think about what we can learn and what we can do next." Do you see the difference here? Toxic positivity ignores pain. Positive thinking accepts pain but refuses to stay trapped in it. That is really strength. Now let's discuss something fascinating. Every result in our lives often begins with a thought. Think about this sequence. Thought, which comes to the feeling, then feeling comes to the action, then it comes to the result. Let me explain this flow. Suppose you have an important interview next week. If your thought is, I am definitely going to fail, how will you feel? Probably nervous, anxious, discouraged, and because you feel discouraged, you may prepare less. As a result, your performance may suffer. Now imagine a different thought. This interview is important. I may not be perfect, but I can prepare well and give my best effort. How will you feel now? More confident, more motivated, more focused, and because you feel better, you prepare more effectively, which leads to a better result. The interview itself didn't change, the thought changed, and that changed everything that followed. Let's talk about something called self-talk. Self-talk is the conversation you have with yourself every day. Most people don't even realize how often they talk to themselves internally. Consider these statements. I am not smart enough. I always mess things up. I can't do this. If you repeat these messages every day, eventually your mind starts believing them. Now compare them with these statements. I am still learning. Mistakes help me improve. I can develop this skill with practice. Notice that these are not unrealistic statements. They are realistic and empowering. Your mind listens to what you repeatedly tell it. Therefore, choose your words very carefully. Let's now examine that what happens when negative thinking becomes a habit. First, it reduces your confidence. If you constantly tell yourself that you cannot succeed, eventually you stop trying. Second, it increases the stress. Negative thinking keeps your mind focused on threats and worst case scenarios. Third, it limits opportunities. When people focus only on obstacles, they often miss possibilities. Finally, it affects your relationships. People who constantly complain or expect the worst often struggle to maintain healthy connections with the others. Negative thinking does not only influence your mind, your mood, it influences your entire life. Now let's look at the benefits. Positive thinking helps build confidence because you begin believing in your abilities to improve. It improves emotional well-being because you recover faster from setbacks. It strengthens problem solving because you focus on solutions rather than excuses. It improves relationship because people generally enjoy being around those who inspire hope and optimism. And perhaps most importantly, positive thinking builds resilience. Resilience is the ability to get back up after falling down. Every successful person has faced difficult days. What separates them is often not intelligence or talent. It is the ability to keep going despite challenges. Imagine two students receive poor grades on an exam. Student first says, I am failure. Student second says, I did not perform well this time. What can I improve before the next exam? Both the students received the same grade. But one focuses on identity and the other focuses on improvement. One becomes discouraged and the other becomes stronger. This is the difference between a fixed mindset and the positive mindset. Now let's discuss practical steps. Start paying attention to what you tell yourself. Awareness is the first step towards change. You cannot improve what you do not notice. Whenever a negative thought appears, ask yourself, is it a fact or is it just an assumption? Many of our fears are stories we create in our minds. Instead of asking why is this happening to me, ask what can I do about it? This simple shift changes your mindset from happiness to empowerment. The people around you affect your thinking. Spend time with individuals who encourage growth, learning, and optimism. Every evening, write down 3 things you are grateful for. They do not need to be very big things. They can be simple things like good meal, supportive friends, healthy body, new lesson learned. Gratitude trains the mind to notice what is working instead of only noticing what is missing. Before we end today's lecture, I want you to take a moment and reflect. Ask yourself, what negative thoughts do I repeat most often? How does that thought affect my emotions? What would be a healthier and more empowering alternative thought? Write your answer down. This simple exercise can be beginning of meaningful changes in your life. As we conclude today's lecture, remember this: positive thinking does not mean life will always be easy. It does not guarantee success. It does not eliminate challenges. What it does is give you the mental strength to face those challenges with confidence, resilience, and hope. Your thoughts shape your emotions. Your emotions influences your actions, and your actions create your results. Therefore, if you want to change your results, begin by changing your thoughts. One positive thought may seem small, but repeated every day, it can transform your entire life. Thank you for joining today's lecture. In our next session, we will explore the power of mind, where we will learn about the conscious mind, the subconscious mind, and how our beliefs influences our reality. Until then, remember, your mind is a garden. Whatever thoughts you plant and nurture will eventually grow. Thank you and see you in the next lecture.